In this video, we'll explore a fascinating question. Are images generated by artificial intelligence really artistic or just digital simulations? Get ready to dive into the universe of pixelgraphy and discover how pixels are transformed into powerful visual narratives. We will also discuss the concept of pixelgram and how it redefines originality in the digital age. You will understand how contemporary artists are using technology to question what it means to be a creator today. Don't miss the opportunity to reflect on the future of art in this digital world. Pixelgraphy can be defined as a form of artistic expression that uses pixels as the fundamental unit in the construction of its images. In this context, the word pixel, which is the contraction of picture element, represents the smallest unit in a digital image. Pixelgraphy aims to explore the aesthetics of pixels, highlighting their visual and technical properties, and is not content with just reproducing reality, but interpreting it in innovative ways. The importance of pixelgraphy lies not only in its artistic value, but also in its ability to question the boundaries between art and technology. While traditional photography captures moments of reality as they are, pixelgraphy allows for a reinterpretation of contemporary visual perception. Thus, this art form emerges as a response to increasing digitalization, bringing to light the specificities of the digital world. For contemporary artists, pixelgraphy has become a way of dialoguing with cultural and technological issues, promoting critical reflection on the nature of the images we consume and create today, in an era full of digital representation. The evolution of pixelgraphy follows the developments in technology witnessed over the years. Since the emergence of the first digital images in the 1960s and 1970s, to the popularization of digital cameras and image editing software, pixelgraphy has transformed significantly. Initially, digital images were rudimentary and limited, but the arrival of more powerful computers and the evolution of monitors allowed greater resolution and color depth. In the 1990s, artists began to explore the creative potential of computing, using specialized software to manipulate pixels and create sophisticated digital works. From then on, pixelgraphy not only established itself as its own art form, but also became a fertile territory for experimentation. With the popularization of the internet and social networks in the early 2000s, pixelgraphy was able to reach an even wider audience, allowing artists to share their creations easily. In this sense, the evolution of pixelgraphy reflects socio-cultural and technological changes, demonstrating how art is a dynamic manifestation which adapts and responds to the constantly changing world. The distinction between pixelgraphy and traditional photography is fundamental to understanding the particularities of each art form. While traditional photography captures reality through a camera lens and uses the phenomenon of light to record images in a physical form, pixelgraphy operates in a digital environment, where pixels have become the basis of visual construction. Additionally, while photography focuses on faithfully representing moments or scenes, pixelgraphy often experiments with shape, color, and composition in ways that are not possible in traditional photography. Digital manipulation allows aesthetic freedom, where artists can modify and create new meanings through interaction with each pixel. Another important aspect of this comparison is the creative process. In photography, the photographer must be present in the location to capture the image, while in pixelgraphy, the artist can create something from a blank canvas, using digital tools to bring their visions to life. Reality. This difference emphasizes not only the form of creation, but also the implications for authorship and originality in the digital age. Thus, the two forms of art coexist, each with its own language and value, but pixelgraphy opens new horizons for contemporary artistic expression. Contemporary art has been appropriating pixelgraphy in different ways, reflecting the diversity of styles and techniques that this art form offers. A significant example is the work of Spanish artist Manfred Moore, an icon of generative art, who creates algorithms that result in unique visual compositions, where each pixel is generated procedurally. His works not only challenge the idea of authoriality, but also explore randomness and repetition, creating visual landscapes that dialogue with the viewer in intriguing ways. Another example is the work of Ryoji Ikeda, who uses digital data as the basis for his installations, demonstrating how pixelgraphy can transcend the mere image to become a sensorial experience. Furthermore, Digital platforms such as Instagram and Behance have become new spaces for pixelated artists, allowing for a democratization of exposure and appreciation of pixelgraphy as an accessible medium. Pixelgraphy, therefore, not only stands out in the context of contemporary art, but also contributes to a broader dialogue about digital culture, identity, and technology. This artistic practice solidifies, showing that, in the digital age, each pixel carries not only visual information, but also a narrative about our time and the human relationships that are built within it. Image generation by artificial intelligence, AI, is a fascinating and complex process, which involves the use of algorithms and neural networks to imitate human behavior in artistic creation. These AIs are fed vast datasets, made up of a variety of images, styles, and artistic techniques. From these references, they learn to recognize patterns, shapes, colors, and compositions that are typical in different artistic expressions. A common technique used in image generation is called generative adversarial network, GAN, which consists of two neural networks that compete with each other. One generates images and the other tries to determine whether these images are real or artificial. Over time, the generative network improves its ability to create increasingly convincing images, until it becomes difficult to distinguish between an AI creation and a work created by a human artist. Essentially, AI doesn't just copy or reproduce what already exists. She combines and transforms these influences into new compositions, expanding the possibilities of artistic creation and challenging our perceptions of what art really is. The use of AI in artistic creation is expanding rapidly, reflecting the curiosity and exploration of new technologies by contemporary artists. One of the most notable success stories is that of the company Obvious, which used AI to create the work Edmond de Bellamy, a portrait generated by an algorithm that was sold at auction for considerable sums. This work not only caught the attention of the artistic world, but also sparked debates about authorship and the value of art. Artists such as Refik Anadol and Mario Klingemann have explored the capabilities of AI to create installations and performances that interact with the public, allowing for an immersive and unique experience. Additionally, some digital platforms, such as Artbreeder, enable users to create new images using AI methods, democratizing the creative process. The applications go beyond paintings and illustrations. They also include music and videos, opening up a space where AI actively collaborates with artists, transforming and expanding the definitions of what can be considered art. This innovation not only generates new discussions, but also expands already established practices and languages. Despite the impressive capabilities of artificial intelligence, there are inherent limits to its creativity. AI generates images based on the data provided to it, and is therefore restricted to what already exists in the world. The colors, shapes, and compositions that AI uses are, in essence, a reproduction of learned information. The machine does not possess the human intuition or emotion that often underlies artistic creation. Additionally, AI cannot have personal experiences, social critiques, or feelings that would inform a work of art. This raises important questions about the authenticity of AI-produced art. Is it possible to consider a work created by an algorithm as truly original if it is, for the most part, a reflection of past influences? Another aspect to consider is that, while AI can create combination and remix styles impressively, it does not have the ability to genuinely innovate, as it cannot think outside the models it has learned. Therefore, although AI expands the boundaries of artistic expression, there is still significant space reserved for unique and irreplaceable human creativity. The relationship between artificial intelligence and the concept of originality in art is under constant debate. Given that AI generates works based on previously available patterns and information, many people wonder whether these creations can truly be considered original. Originality, until now, has often been associated with an individual artist's ability to think and feel in a unique way. When an AI creates something new, it does so not from personal experience, but from a combination of existing elements. This provokes reflection on how we define originality in the digital age. One of the arguments in favor of legitimizing art generated by AI is the fact that the selection of data and influences, done by humans, is also a form of curation, and therefore reflects a type of artistic vision. Furthermore, This intersection between AI and human creativity forces us to rethink traditional notions of authorship and artistic value. If AI is a means through which human ideas can be expressed, a new form of originality emerges, where the synergy between man and machine redefines what it truly means to be an artist in the 21st century. The concept of pixelgramma refers to the unit of graphic representation that uses pixels as a primary element in its construction, similar to pixelgraphy, but with a more intensive focus on visual narrative. A pixelgram is more than just an image. It carries meanings and stories that can be told through the arrangement and manipulation of pixels. In this sense, pixelgramma can be seen as a new artistic language that adapts to the digital era, where each pixel is not just a point of color, but an element that can collaborate in the construction of a rich and complex visual experience. In this new format, each artist can explore their creativity in a unique way, generating works that talk about their own experiences and perceptions. In this way, the pixelgram concept gains strength as an efficient tool for communicating ideas and feelings, especially in a world saturated with images, where it is necessary to find new approaches to capture the public's attention and transmit meaningful messages. The rise of pixelgramma as a new form of artistic expression allows creators to break free from the limitations that used to exist in traditional art forms. Interactivity, an essential characteristic of the digital medium, gives pixelgramma an unprecedented dimension, as the viewer is not just an observer, but an active part of the experience. This translates into works that can be adapted and reinterpreted in real time, depending on audience interactions. Artists have the freedom to choose from a wide range of digital tools, ranging from image editing software to artificial intelligence algorithms, to produce their pixelgrams. This flexibility allows for a personalization of the work that resonates with the individualities of the people who experience it. In short, pixelgramma emerges as a creative space where tradition and modernity intertwine, enabling each artist to develop a unique and meaningful style, while at the same time inviting the viewer to reflect on their own perception of the digital world. Pixelgramma's features stand out in its ability to tell stories through each pixel. Unlike other forms of art, where meaning may be limited to immediate visual interpretation, a pixelgram offers multiple layers of reading and can be used as a strong narrative vehicle. The narratives that emerge from pixelgrammas can address a variety of themes, such as social, cultural, and environmental issues, allowing artists to express their concerns and ideals in innovative ways. This narrative approach is especially appealing to audiences, as stories tend to capture attention and evoke emotions. Thus, pixelgrams can function not only as art, but as a means of promoting dialogue and reflection among viewers, questioning the representation of reality and challenging established perceptions. This new form of expression, therefore, not only enriches the contemporary artistic panorama, but also serves as a platform for meaningful discussions that reverberate outside the artistic space. Contemporary debates about pixelgramma are full of thought-provoking questions that reflect the complexities of the digital age and its influence on art forms. One of the main topics of discussion revolves around the authenticity and originality of digital works. Through pixelgramma, debates about the nature of authorship are revived, since works can be easily copied and remixed. This raises concerns about how intellectual property should be treated in the digital context, and who should actually be recognized as the original creator. Another crucial point in the debate is the relationship between art and technology. How should artists balance the use of digital tools without losing their individual identity? Furthermore, the accessibility of digital platforms offers new opportunities for artists from diverse backgrounds, but also raises questions about what it means to be seen in a world where content saturation is the norm. Thus, debates about pixelgramma reveal not only the specificities of this art form, but also the broader implications of digitalization, identity, and artistic expression in our times. The digital age has brought to light a number of important discussions about intellectual property, especially in relation to the use of images that are generated by artificial intelligence, AI. In pixelgraphy, a field that already benefits from digital technologies, the question of authorship becomes even more complex. When an artist creates an image using software that generates pixels based on algorithms or data, who really owns the rights to that creation? Many artists face the dilemma that, no matter how original and innovative their ideas are, the execution of the work may depend on tools that are not entirely theirs. This concern is magnified when we consider that the platforms that offer these services can legally own them. This situation causes tension between the creative freedom of artists and the limitations that intellectual property laws impose. It is crucial that there is a broad and inclusive debate on the need for new legislation that recognizes these particularities, allowing pixel creators to not only benefit from what they produce, but also to be respected in the digital scenario, where the line between originality and copy becomes more tenuous. Therefore, the issue of intellectual property in the age of AI should not be seen as a threat, but rather as a challenge that needs to be overcome through appropriate legislation and dialogues between creators, companies, and society. Copyright in pixelgraphy has been an area of constant debate, especially with the introduction of AI imaging tools. When based on algorithms that mix and manipulate visual information, the need arises to understand how these works are protected by current copyright legislation. In practice, an artist using software to create an image may ask themselves, "Is this work really mine?" The answer to this question is complicated. Traditional legislation establishes that the author of a work is the one who intends to create it, but in pixelgraphy, where creation can be the result of an interaction with software that also plays a creative role, authorship becomes diffuse. Furthermore, many of the images and data used in these software are collected from different sources, which raises questions about whether the resulting images violate the copyrights of other artists. To ensure that the creations of pixelated artists are respected, it is essential to delve deeper into copyright guidelines, adapting them to the digital world and its specificities. The future of legislation must also include the notion of collaboration, where co-authorship between human creators and algorithms is accepted, allowing the protection of everyone involved in the production of pixelgraphy works. The ethics of using AI-generated images is a topic that deserves attention, especially when we consider their use in pixelgraphy. The advancement of artificial intelligence technology has allowed the generation of images that imitate or simulate artistic styles and techniques in surprising ways. However, it is necessary to reflect on whether the use of these technologies respects the integrity of the original work and the identity of the artist. When an image is created by an AI that learns from a vast database of existing artworks, how can we ensure that artists' work isn't being disregarded or, worse, plagiarized? More than that, there is a need to consider the impact that the proliferation of such images can have on the perception of art and creativity. If machines can generate art efficiently, what is the role of the human artist in this? Promoting conscious and responsible use of these technologies becomes vital. This includes discussing which practices are acceptable and which may encourage injustice or disrespect for artists' intellectual production. A solid ethical discussion will involve both understanding the creative potential of AIs and the protection and appreciation of human work, seeking to balance technological innovation and respect for copyright. In the digital world, the role of artists transforms and expands as technologies, such as artificial intelligence, become protagonists in the creative process. At pixelgraphy, artists are not only creators, but also content facilitators and curators. They must learn to navigate an ecosystem that mixes data, algorithms, and visual projects, incorporating technology as an ally in their creative process. Furthermore, while AIs can generate stunning works, artists have a responsibility to bring their own vision and interpretation to their use, enriching the narrative each image conveys. The challenge for artists is to find a balance between their personal expressions and the possibilities that technology offers, without losing sight of the essence of what it means to be an art creator. Reflecting on their role in this new digital scenario is fundamental. How can they collaborate with technology instead of seeing it as a threat? It is through this dialogue that new forms of expression and visual representations can emerge, where pixelgraphy becomes not only an artistic practice, but a means to investigate issues of identity, culture, and humanity in the contemporary world. Therefore, it is up to artists to lead the way, shaping the future of pixelgraphy in a digital era with awareness, ethics, and innovation. In recent years, digital arts have been transformed by technological innovations that change not only the form of production, but also how works are consumed and appreciated by the public. Pixelgraphy, as a form of digital art that uses pixels as its main building block, constantly adapts to these trends. One of the main future trends in digital art refers to interactivity. Increasingly, viewers want to not just observe art, but interact with it. This has been explored on various digital platforms where the public can modify images in real time, creating a unique and personal experience. Another trend is the personalization of works. With the ability to collect and analyze user behavior data, artists can create works that adapt to the viewer's preferences and actions, making the experience more intimate. Sustainability is also a growing issue in digital art. Artists are increasingly concerned about the environmental impact of technology and are looking for ecological alternatives in their creative processes. Thus, the future of pixelgraphy, inserted in this scenario of transformation, promises to be full of innovations that not only challenge artistic traditions, but also echo contemporary concerns about the world we inhabit. The future impact of AI technologies on art promises to be profound and multifaceted. As imaging tools become more sophisticated, we can expect an even greater fusion of human creativity and artificial intelligence. AI can serve as a powerful ally, allowing artists to experiment and explore new possibilities that were previously difficult or impossible. On the other hand, this evolution could also raise concerns about the saturation of the art market, as AI-generated works can be mass-produced, decreasing the perceived value of art. However, as art history has shown, technological revolutions often lead to new forms of appreciation and interpretation. The public can develop a different taste for the creations that come from this human-machine relationship. The art industry, therefore, must constantly adapt and innovate, promoting spaces for dialogue where AI and human-generated works can coexist. This interaction will be fundamental to defining the value of art in the future and its role in society. The relationship between technology and authenticity is a topic that deserves careful reflection, especially in a world where AI is increasingly present. Authenticity, traditionally associated with human experience and context, can be reinterpreted in light of the new capabilities offered by technology. With AI, the challenge is to understand how we can define what is authentic when creation is not the result of direct human experience, but rather a set of data and programmed rules. It is important to note that machines, although they do not have experiences, can produce results that resonate with the public, evoking emotions and reflections. Therefore, authenticity should not only be seen as a reflection of lived experience, but also as a valid emotional response, regardless of who or what produced it. This new definition can enrich our understanding of art and open up new possibilities for both creators and consumers. Therefore, we must consider the importance of adapting our authenticity criteria, seeking a balance between technical and emotional evaluation of contemporary artistic works. Viewers play a key role in shaping opinions about AI-generated art. With the increasing accessibility of creation tools, the public has the opportunity to not only consume, but also create, directly influencing the narrative around art. To engage meaningfully, it is essential that viewers develop a critical awareness of the works they encounter. This involves questioning the origin of the images and the intention behind their creation, as well as reflecting on the ethical implications generated. Interaction with AI art must go beyond superficial charm. Individuals need to be encouraged to seek deeper meanings and engage in discussions that challenge their perceptions. Workshops, interactive exhibitions, and discussion events can serve as platforms for people to discuss and develop opinions about this new phenomenon. Thus, engagement becomes an enriching experience, where public dialogue can lead to a better understanding and appreciation of the intersection between art and technology. The evolution of digital art, especially through pixelgram and artificial intelligence, challenges us to rethink concepts of originality, authorship, and value in artistic creation. In a world saturated with images and technologies, it is essential that the public activates its critical gaze and actively engages in the narrative of contemporary art. What story or topic would you like to hear next about the intersection of art and technology? Leave your suggestion in the comments. Do you believe that works generated by artificial intelligence can be considered legitimate art? What makes a work authentic for you? If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video.